Yo, it's your boy Coquito, and you are watching the Hot Take Podcast.
Before we go ahead and start, breaking news, Coquito. The
What's up?
New York Knicks just signed Evan Fournier for a 4-year, $78 million deal. Just now, they just signed him.
No way.
They just signed him.
New York Knicks just signed Evan Fournier 4-year deal, $78 million.
Thoughts?
Wow.
That ain't FIBA money.
I mean, listen, honestly, I'm not surprised on the money that's just being thrown around right now. So I'm not kind of surprised at that deal. I think kind of the way I'm looking at that deal is more or less of it's not that bad of a sign if it works out, but it's also a good sign if it doesn't work out because he will be able to be trade bait. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. I wish we would have got Fournier a couple years before, but that's the Knicks tend to always pick up guys always past their peak of their career. So, but I mean, man, money's just being thrown around. 4 years, $78 million for Evan Fournier. I mean, damn. Well, who they think he gonna play Team USA all day long?
Yeah, that's kind of wicked. Not gonna lie.
I mean, but like I said, man, I ain't surprised. I'm looking at these other deals and I'm just like, oh, whoa, what did this guy do to get that money? But
what's another deal that took you by storm? What surprised you?
Honestly, that Chris Paul deal.
Oh, but that surprised everybody.
Yeah. But then I kind of understand it. I think it's only like guarantee only 2 years out of that contract. Pretty much. I was kind of shocked about Lonzo. I mean, it is a signing trade, but I was shocked that out of everywhere he ended up in Chicago.
Yeah, there was rumors that he was going to land in Chicago for a while now.
Yeah, they actually pulled it off. I'm glad fucking Big Booty went over there in Miami so he could have some fun.
He went over there just to lose. It's kind of wicked.
Oh man!
They went and signed Thickums and didn't even solve the cure. That's kind of crazy.
Oh man!
Let's see here. Just making sure the tweets and stuff is going out.
Yeah, I just send one out right now.
All right. But yeah, man, we're back with another episode of the Hot Take Podcast. Appreciate Mac for the 10 gifted subs. Holy shoot.
Oh, wow.
10 gifted subs. Appreciate that, bro. I know he was talking about gifting subs for a while now, and I had to go live for him to do that. So I appreciate you for gifting the 10 gifted subs. Now everyone can have my emotes flying around. He said, get your gifted subs, goof. Hey, man, I appreciate that. What up, Electro? He said, Evan Fournier, baby. Yes, sir.
Evan Fournier, bro. That's it's kind of fucked. But
yeah, that's kind of wicked. I mean, we was waiting on the Knicks to do something crazy, and they started early on day one. It's kind of wicked, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What's another thing that happened? Are y'all gonna get D Rose back with this deal being done?
Yeah, supposedly he's coming back on a 2-year deal. But waiting to see if it really happens.
Okay.
Pete just hit a bomb. Let's go, Pete.
Are you watching the Mets? Moving kind of ballistic. They're trying, they're trying to keep that win streak and they're trying to win it all, huh?
I mean, there's somehow, some way they're winning games, and somehow, some way the other teams are losing games. So we're getting help somehow, and they're helping us out. So it's pretty. Let me see what else.
Y'all got good luck on y'all side, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
So the first topic of discussion before that deal just went down, we were going to talk about Russell Westbrook being traded to LA from the
Mhm.
Washington Wizards for Kyle Kuzma, Harrell, Caldwell Pope, and a draft pick. What's your thoughts on Westbrook going to LA?
I love it, man. I love it. Especially I'm a big Westbrook fan, um, I think it's I think what people tend to kind of, I mean, I get LeBron is there, but LeBron is kind of taking the back seat slowly.
Hmm.
So I think the team is more going to be focused on the duo of AD and Westbrook. So that duo alone, I like. I think is a perfect fit for them too. And LeBron is just going to be there. I mean, just orchestrate that offense and just help him out by just being on the floor. So I mean, I love it. I love that sign.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50 deal for me. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the move at all. Now, the thing that's going to, be in question is the floor spacing for the
Hmm.
team. We had a floor spacing for sure, and the ball distribution. We know that's going to be effortless with Westbrook out there. They got like at least 3 to 4 playmakers out there, especially if they pick up someone else.
Hmm.
But we know Russell Westbrook's history with shooting the jumper is very inconsistent, and how's that going to play effect into the Lakers offense? You got LeBron and then Anthony Davis, but if he comes out there and he's on All Star team mode, you know how Russell Westbrook turns up in them All Star games when he's surrounded by good talent. If he can give
Yeah.
any type of contribution like that, and he can hand the ball off, maybe force feed AD or something of that nature, I think the Lakers can be a really good team. We'll talk about the Lakers a little bit more. They just got Dwight back in free agency. Dwight Howard was rumored
Okay.
to go back to LA, but they signed him back today. So, they got them a big man for sure. More rumors is talking about going to get, Rudy Gay in the future. Get a Rudy Gay or someone like that in a veteranship. Carmelo Anthony is rumored to go to LA as well. What do you think the Lakers need to do to make that step to go back to the finals?
Um, I think they just have to. First, I like the Dwight Howard sign. I think that's a good one. I think he showed last year, well, this year, that he's still a decent enough center, in this league. So I like that pickup. I think they just have to continue just build the team around with shooters. I mean that's their best offense, and especially with the team that they already have. They really just need the shooters. I would love to see Melo uh, and LeBron on the same team together, and at least giving Melo a chance to win a ring. So I'm hoping they go out and get Melo. I think he'll be a great fit for that team, especially if he's coming off the bench. I think that's going to be even better and huge for that team. So pretty much, I mean, that's it. I think go ahead and sign Dwight if it's not official yet. And definitely go out and get Melo, and then just try to sign a little bit, a couple shooters around that team, and they should be all right. And I think
Yeah,
Wayne Ellington went back.
yeah, the deal's official for sure. He did go back earlier. Another
Okay, so
deal that just broke from Woj is Derrick Rose agreed to a 3-year deal, $43 million to the New York Knicks. So he is back in New York for 3 more years.
okay, well, I thought it was gonna be two. So all right, that's an extra. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I like the dude at all. I mean, I liked him. He bought out. So I mean, listen, now we got more. We're just we're building the team. I think they're building the team the right way. We're getting the right veterans around this young team, and especially him coming off the bench is going to be great. So
Yeah, we already mentioned Alec Burks coming back to New York. You guys got Nerlens Noel's back as well. We mentioned Kyle Lowry to the Heat, Lonzo Ball to the Bulls. We mentioned that 4 years, 85 mil. Another thing, another rumor or contract is Kawhi Leonard going back to the Clippers. He is rumored to, decline his option to go back to the Clippers for a bigger deal. Do you think Kawhi should go back to the Clippers, or do you think he should go somewhere else?
um I think he should stay in the Clippers. I think that team was already built around him, and it's already set to be around him. So I think he should just go back. I mean, if he would have stayed healthy, I think they would have had a shot to beat the Suns anyway. So it's not like they had a disappointing season this season. So I mean, it's unfortunate he just hurt his knee. Well, I think it was what his ACL. So yeah, definitely he just has to run it back with the Clippers, and you know Paul George is there, so running back one more season.
Yeah, I think he could. I think it's nice to go back to the Clippers. But for Paul George's sake, I think we all have seen the emergence of classic Paul George when Kawhi wasn't there, how he was the predominant scorer, and there was no really other superstar on that team. It's kind of like how he was with the Pacers when
Mm-hmm.
he was the ISO bucket and he got the ball a lot on offense and didn't have to worry about distributing it to anyone else. And then the role players stepped up as well. I think that's what's best for the Clippers and for Paul George. Kawhi going back is not a hinder on them because they're definitely going back to the playoffs for sure with both of them. But I think for them to get to the next level, I think they don't need that much firepower to go up there. I think they just need a solid star and a bunch of good role players, and maybe because I mean their lineup is good, but Patrick Beverly is going to cut it. So I think they need another good solid scorer, but not of the Kawhi nature to get to that type to the finals at least.
Yeah, no, I mean definitely, and they definitely could do it. I think what I think just what they should do is um do what they did when Kawhi was out. I think let Paul George be more aggressive. Um, and Kawhi is not that superstar that really needs the ball. He's not really ball dominant. I mean, he showed it in San Antonio. He can play that team basketball and he can take the shots or get the ball when they need him to get a bucket. But for the meantime, I think they should just run the offense to Paul George and just let him what you got.
Alex Caruso just went to the Chicago Bulls for 4 years and $37 million.
I mean, so you see, look at that. Everybody's just getting money, bro. It's like,
Wow,
but how? But I didn't even know he was a free agent.
I didn't either. The Bulls said they had more moves to make, and the next move was Alex Caruso. That is kind of
I mean,
insane.
watch out for that trio in Chicago, Alonzo, Levine, and Caruso.
I mean, Levine at the three might be a deadly sight. Not gonna lie.
I mean, man, Levine, come to the Knicks.
Hey, appreciate the raid from Trey Pound. Appreciate you, Brody. Shout out to Trey for the raid for 15, man. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We just going over the NBA free agency. It's going crazy right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. Appreciate the gifted subs again from Mac, and appreciate the raid from Trey Pound. But Alex Caruso just went to Chicago for a 4-year deal, 37 mil. If you guys are just walking in, we just talked about D Rose going back to New York. Nicholas Batum's another deal that just got done. He went back to the Clippers for a 2-year deal. He was actually a corner spot up
Yeah,
shooter for the Clippers.
that's actually a good sign. Like I'm saying, but like we spoke about it. I think they need to continue just signing players like that. I don't really think they need uh, uh a crazy star. I mean, they can use one more star, or honestly, Alex Caruso would have been a good sign if they wanted to bring him over there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that definitely would have been a good signing. Another deal that went done was Trevor Ariza. He went back to the Lakers. He won the championship over there and everything, and now he's back with LeBron. He's running it with him. They got a history. I think Trevor Ariza's dad
Yeah,
said that Ariza was going to be better than LeBron when he was coming out of the draft. And I think LeBron held him hostage for that and pretty much destroyed him
yeah.
every time they matched up. So now they're
Um,
teammates. Never seen that coming.
I mean, that's another good one right there. I mean, you need those veteran pieces around, especially when you're trying to build a championship team. Especially those guys that already have that experience, that know their role and know what they're coming to do on this team. So, I mean, these are a lot of signs that people look at and is like, what the hell? But these are actually really good signs to help construct the team. So, I'm liking all these signs so far, man. A
Yeah.
lot of these signs are making sense. The only one that didn't really make sense was I saw Reggie Bullock went to the Mavs, and I'm like, damn.
Well, we know the Mavs gonna ruin that, so we didn't care about the Mavs signing him. You could have asked me that. I wouldn't even been bothered. But another signing is Solomon Hill. He went back to Atlanta for a 1-year deal. Didn't see that coming. Well, surprised to be honest. John Collins is not meeting agreements with the Atlanta Hawks for a restructure of their
That's the
contract.
one I'm waiting for right there.
You
That's
want him in New York, huh?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
signing I'm
yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for right there. I mean, it's very unlikely. I don't think this year, especially this year, I don't think the Knicks are gonna go out and make like a big splash,
Hmm.
especially in free agency. So I don't see him coming to New York because I know he's gonna want at least 80 probably to $90 million, maybe even $100 million. So I don't think the Knicks are gonna give him that deal, but I definitely would love to see him in New York.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. Um, Another deal that went done was Mike Muscala, 2-year deal, 7 mil to return to Oklahoma City Thunder. Team is still rebuilding and they're still
Who,
signing trash players. That's
who's
kind
that?
of a Mike Muscala, power forward.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, I think he used to run with the Hawks. Another deal, Bobby Portis, NBA champion,
Crazy
returned
ass
to Milwaukee for $9 million.
for
He
1 year.
turned down Miami and Dallas to go back to the champions.
I mean, that's what I like though. I mean, when you win a championship with a team, there's no reason to leave. I mean, you're pretty much gonna have the same roster that you had when you won the championship. So why would you leave? I mean, I unless I know he was probably looking for the bag, but
Hmm.
I like to. I'm glad Crazy Eyes went back.
Yeah, he went back, man. Squidward with the big eyes definitely went back.
You saw
He
that
could have
picture?
got paid elsewhere, but I think he wants rings.
Did you see that picture they made with him with the Squidward after they put
Absolutely,
the?
absolutely, man. If you ain't see that picture yet, you missing out.
Oh man.
Another deal, Mo Harkless agreed to a 2-year deal, $9 million to the Sacramento Kings. Now we know if you go to the Kings, there is
Yeah,
nothing
it's
going on in Sacramento that will
yeah.
convince you to go there unless you're getting paid.
You're basically going to the G League.
Simple as that.
That's basically what the Kings are. You're in the G League, bro. I mean, yeah. So I mean, no, I don't think nobody. I honestly, but honestly though, the Kings are only good for one thing, right? And they're
Tanking.
for well that. Well, besides that, like if you're trying to, I guess improve your game, they're a good team to go to because one, you're getting the NBA experience, and
Hmm.
two, nobody doesn't even pay attention to what you're doing over there. So you can shoot horrible and nobody will know, but you can also play really well and kind of you won't have that pressure on you because nobody is not really paying attention to you unless you're the Aaron Fox. So I mean, the Kings is not that bad a team to go to, but yeah, I mean, your career is pretty much over if you're signing over there.
Another deal that shocked me was Jeff Green went
Up to the
two-year
Nuggets.
deal, 10 million to the Denver Nuggets. Now that shocked me.
Yeah, I thought he would have stayed in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
But I mean, like I said, as another veteran piece with championship experience that the Nuggets definitely needed. So
Good spot up shooter too.
yeah, he played actually
Duncan Robinson.
he played really well in
Yeah,
the playoffs.
he did for sure. Duncan Robinson is another person that got a deal done. 5 years, $90 million to stay in Miami. Now, if they wanted to just give away money for a spot up shooter, they could have called me because you're going to get Duncan Robinson back. That pretty much flaked his
I,
season because he wasn't in the bubble. I mean,
but listen, that's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm not mad at the Evan Fournier sign because I mean, look, you getting Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson is getting $90 million. I mean, sheesh.
yeah, that's kind of insane. Let's see. Any more deals? Alex Lynn went to the Kings for a 2-year deal. Nobody cares about
Man,
that.
that sucks because I actually thought he had potential to actually be a decent center.
Eh. Doug McDermott, 3-year deal, $42 million to the San Antonio Spurs.
I mean, that would have been a good sign maybe a couple years ago. I mean, right now it's like, I mean, they're kind of still like just developing young talent there right now. But I mean, hey, it might work.
Yeah. Torrey Craig, the guy that was just on the Suns, had a really good season and playoff run, agreed to a deal with the Indiana Pacers for 2 years and $10 million. Now that looks like he wants to get more time on the court for
Yeah,
anything else.
yeah, that looks like yep. That's exactly what that is right there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either, though. I like that. Well, we mentioned Kyle Lowry already.
I mean, listen, he technically already has his ring, so I mean,
Yeah, I
Why
guess
not?
so. Yeah, you're right. Wayne Ellington to the Lakers. I think we
Yeah,
mentioned that. Zach Collins agreed to a 3-year deal, $22 million with the Spurs as well.
that's another guy that I thought had potential to be pretty good and just never put it together.
Yeah. Gary Trent Jr., my boy, got paid today. Staying in Toronto. OVO stand up. Shout out to
I
Drake.
I
Three
think
year
that I
deal.
think that's what I think the Knicks were kind of looking to give him that money, but I guess he
Hmm.
just opted to stay in. But I definitely would have gave him Evan Fournier's contract than what they gave Evan Fournier.
Yeah.
So I mean,
3-year deals,
a bucket.
$54 million. Man.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I would have easily gave him that money.
Sterling Brown agreed to a deal with the Dallas Mavericks. Boy, Dallas just keep on messing up, boy. I love it. TJ McConnell, 4-year deal, $35 million to Indiana. He
So
decided to
he
stay.
stay with Indiana.
Yeah.
He's
Will
an
Barton.
annoying guy.
Yeah. Will Barton decided to stay in Denver, 2-year, $32 million. They thought he was gonna leave.
Yeah, yeah. They thought he was gonna kind of get a good payday somewhere else, but it looks like nobody was trying to give him that.
Right. Let's see who else is any more news. DeMar DeRozan is trending, so is Lauri Marketing. But no deal has been done yet. So we'll go ahead and catch up. Another thing that happened before this free agency frenzy is the Cleveland Cavaliers traded for Ricky Rubio. They traded Rubio to Cleveland.
Hmm.
Now it lies with Colin Sexton. What's going to happen with Colin Sexton now?
I mean, I don't know. Now, if you're kind of looking at the teams, right, and then you're like, well, what team that's kind of competing really needs a point guard? I mean, the Lakers went out and got Westbrook. Maybe the Clippers is maybe a team that could use them. Um, I'll definitely like to see the Knicks go ahead and get them, but I mean, what are you giving up now? We're draft already happened, so I mean, what pretty much are you going to offer? So, um, and then Miami went and got big booty over there.
Thickums.
Um, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell now to see what team he could possibly go to.
Yes, it's going to be wicked. I know he's probably going to get traded if anything. Um, but the question is, what is he going to get traded
I mean,
for?
the only thing left, I mean, maybe Cleveland. I mean, maybe the Sixers. But I mean, imagine Ben Simmons going to Cleveland. I mean, that must fucking suck.
Yeah,
Um.
wouldn't. I mean, I can definitely see that being possible with the guy at running that office.
So I mean, that's pretty much it. I can't really think of another team that he could possibly end up with.
Another person that got traded was Tristan Thompson. He got traded to the Kings as well, but this was a three-way deal. So Tristan Thompson went to the Kings. Chris Dunn and Bruno, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and 2023 second round draft pick. They went to Boston, and DeLon Wright went to Atlanta.
Oh, I was kind of scared because I thought Tristan Thompson was the one that ended up in Atlanta, and I was gonna say, God, bro, why? Like, Atlanta's already annoying as it is, so especially to get a guy like that with Clint Capella, that would have been pretty fucking annoying. But I'm glad he's not in Atlanta. I mean, I definitely think he's gonna seek out maybe a release from the Kings. I don't. There's no way in hell he's gonna stay there. Um, but I mean, who really won that? Who really won that three-way trade?
I would say Boston, if anything. Um, Boston potentially won that. Nah,
Did Boston
I would say
Boston
Kings.
ended up
I
with
would say
Chris Dunn?
Kings. Yeah, Boston got Chris Dunn and that Bruno guy.
So I can say, I mean, so I guess Boston won the trade because Kings got Tristan, but I don't think he's gonna play for them, and then pretty much not going nowhere anyway. And then Atlanta got I don't know who the hell you said they got.
DeLon Wright.
The shooter.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll give it to Boston.
Yeah. Another person that got traded was Derek Favors. He went to the Thunder. Derek Favors is a guy that's pretty much been around in the league for a while. Shout out to the guy in the background. But yeah, Derek Favors went to the Thunder. I'm surprised about that pick, but hey, as long as he's still
Yeah,
active.
the Thunder's constructing their roster right now, and it's pretty weird. Like if you look at it, I think they
Hmm.
have like 4 or 5 point guards on their roster. So, I definitely would like to see the Knicks. If you don't get Sexton, go ahead and get Shire Alexander. So
They're
I
talking
mean,
about
that's,
trading him too, which is kind of
yeah, I
crazy.
know.
Their
That's what I'm
star.
saying. They got like 5 point guards. That's why. So, definitely, yeah. Let's see what happens over there.
Yeah, it's kind of wicked. Um, Another person that got traded. This was actually a good trade. Was Landry Shamet went to the Suns for Javon Carter. Now I think they switched roles because the Suns need a guy like Shamet, and the Nets need a guy like Javon Carter. So I thought this was a good overall trade for both sides.
Yeah, I actually like that trade a lot. I think you hit it right on the money. I think Shamit is he fits that Suns style of basketball and their
Hmm.
offense and defense perfectly. And then Carter's just going to be that shooter that the Nets need. So I think it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, for sure. Know that the Suns got Chris Paul and campaign back. I know Shamet's probably going to play shooting guard, which is not a bad move for him either, because I know he can play both. Another deal. Iguodala did not return to Miami. Now he's a free agent. There's rumors that saying that he might go back to Golden State. Do you think that's true?
Honestly, I would love to see it. I
You
would love
would.
to see it. I would love to see him back in Golden State. Honestly, I was gonna kind of say I wouldn't be surprised if he end up in the Lakers.
True.
But yeah, I would love to see him back in Golden State,
Yeah, for
especially with
sure.
them getting their team back. Yeah,
Yeah, man. There's rumors of circling around with Golden State too this offseason now. I know they're about to make a splash in free agency or make a trade somewhere. I'm just waiting on that to happen.
like to
Now
see
with
that.
Ben Simmons being trending as well. Next topic, Ben Simmons, bro. What do you think the 76ers should do to try to hit the next level?
I think they're gonna have to trade him. I don't see no other way around it. I mean, if you want to make like you say, if you want to make the next step, um, you are gonna have to trade him. I don't know what are you gonna get back for him. I don't know who's available for you to get. Um, unless like you want to do a Sexton, um, unless somehow you want to like he was already available. If you want to get Buddy Hield, um, but other than that, I mean, I really don't know what else they're gonna do.
Yeah, man. Most people are talking about moving on, splitting them up. But it's because the way that their offense is ran, now we know Ben Simmons is a great defender and playmaker, but the way that they run their offense through Embiid, who's pretty much 50% every year, I think they should go get another solidified point guard that could probably facilitate. You, like I said, maybe a Colin Sexton or maybe a Kobe White that's probably not going to be seeing the floor in Chicago due to all of that going on. But
Yeah,
they definitely got to go for another guard to run with Embiid and the potential big three and Tobias Harris being added to that. I know the ball will be flown through easier with Tobias and Embiid instead of Ben Simmons because the floor will be more spaced. And then people, because they sag off from Ben Simmons, just being honest.
yeah. He clogs the paint for everybody else because of how much they sag off. Like I mean, if he was at least to be able to shoot a jumper, it would kind of help. But like, yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think they need somebody that can flow the ball, that can construct that offense, and that can actually shoot the ball and force a defender to step up on them. So
Yeah, man, 100%. Another person that returned was Michael Conley. He went back to Utah earlier. But he went back to Utah. I think that was a good move to stay there.
hmm yeah, I like that as well. I mean, he's pretty much a veteran. He's set already in his career. You already know what he's gonna do. So yeah, I pretty much I like that sign.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Another thing is Blake Griffin. He's he's going to be on the market. I think he should just return to Brooklyn if he wants to see any type of success.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we're waiting on for some more news to drop on this free agency craziness today. I know it's going to be a lot happening overnight when we're all asleep, but there's still a lot of players on the market. The Boston Celtics was talking about bringing back Isaiah Thomas. I thought that was kind of a shocker after all that they've been through. They could have still had him to this day, but the injuries brought up and they decided to let him walk. Now, after him dropping 60 plus points in these pro am leagues, they want to bring him back to Boston, who is currently a free agent. Quinn Cook is a free agent as well. He's still out there on the market, but hey, man, Boston and Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that might just click again. It might just turn a switch back on IT, and he might ball out again. But I really don't. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you this: the Phoenix Suns just fixed their big man issue because DeAndre Ayton's foul trouble. They just went out and signed JaVale McGee on a 1 year deal, $5 million.
I like the sign. I mean, I think he's better than who's the guy they had, the backup they had?
Kaminsky.
No, was it Cummins? Who's getting dogged? It was it?
Sark was injured. Then they
Yeah,
had
Sark.
Kaminsky.
There you go. Well, Sark. So I think that's pretty much a good one right there.
Yeah, it's not a bad signing. A lot of people are talking about this Lonzo and Caruso thing and Zach Levine. They did a sign and trade with this Lonzo deal. They pretty much robbed the Pelicans out of getting Lonzo. They traded like two backups and a draft pick for Lonzo just for him to get paid and go to Chicago. I mean, that shows the management respect for Lonzo as a player because they agreed
Yeah.
to this wish and just let him go for pretty much trash. Like,
What do you think about his brother signing with Charlotte?
hey man, it's about time.
Yeah.
He should have been in the NBA. He should have been on the Brooklyn Nets in that series, and he would have hit all of shots Joe Harris missed because that's all Jello do. All Jello do is shoot. It's unfortunate
Yeah.
that they robbed KD like that.
Yeah. I like that he's over there with his brother as well.
Yeah. Another news that just broke is Corey Joseph and the Detroit Pistons reached a deal, 2 years, $10 million. Rich Paul
I
is a
I
genius when it comes to
I,
these deals.
I think Detroit is slowly building a pretty good sleeping team over there.
Hey man, uh, they had a nice big man core. They went and got some more big men. I think they just need another solidified star. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah,
just need
yeah.
that one more piece.
I
They
mean,
got a good
listen,
draft pick.
that's what I'm saying. If they was to be able to get at least another star, and then with Cunningham with already Grant from the season that he had,
Hmm.
that team might be
They could be a
honestly.
sleeper. They could be an
Listen,
eighth seed.
yeah, I mean, listen. I would honestly like to see even if Sexton wanted to go over there. I think that would be a pretty good fit for him. But I mean, they just signed Corey Joseph, so I doubt that's gonna happen. But yeah, that'll be a good fit. I
Yeah,
mean,
man, 100%.
honestly, Blake can go back if he wants to, but I doubt it. But
I don't think he wants to see Detroit
yeah,
unless they match up.
I think Blake got a ring hunt right now.
Yeah, for
I think he
sure.
got to do that. So
Yeah, his time's almost up, so he pretty much ain't got no choice.
I mean, go to LA, try to go to LA with him and Melo coming off the bench.
Yeah, they definitely got to get that done. Summer League is right around the corner, and the
Yeah,
Rockets did not release their roster yet. But I do think the Rockets may win it all. With that draft we just
you
had, which
think
was
so?
flat out phenomenal. The draft was phenomenal, and then they decided to sign my boy Matthew Hurt from Duke University.
You
Do you know
you
how much
you.
I backflipped around this house for 2 hours celebrating that we got a Duke player on my roster? Now, the last Duke player we had on the Rockets was Trevor Duval, and I did not like him because I
Listen,
just thought he was too much of a nice
you,
player, him being from New York.
but did you see that Knicks roster though?
Yeah, yeah, y'all all right. I
We
got it right here.
listen,
Let's
we
see.
listen.
Quentin Grimes.
All you have to know is we have the summer league GOAT and the veteran on that roster. Kevin Knox is in his 10th season and he's still in the summer league. So
That says a lot. Just
just
saying.
be prepared for him to drop 40 every game.
Yeah, you lucky. Zion gonna be back there. He gonna bully him again. I can't wait for that to happen. You talking about stumbling goat? Yeah, that's what he goat for being highlighted for being bullied by a rookie.
Yo, when I saw that roster, I'm like, bro, there's no way Kevin Knox is still on the summer league roster. Like,
Yep,
I'm like, yo, you can't be that bad, bro. Like,
it's
not even
unfortunate.
Mitchell Robinson is on.
But yeah, y'all got some hoopers though. I mean, y'all
No,
get
no,
to
you.
see Vildoza. You
Yo,
know his
but
debut.
did you see that guy Sims? Did you see the bounce that he has?
Mm, Wayne Selden, he's been in the league forever. Obi Toppin season, he's gonna be out there.
Yeah,
Emmanuel quickly gonna go crazy. I know
yeah,
it.
quickly gonna, yeah, quickly. I think quickly and Obi is just gonna go. It's gonna go crazy there. They're
Yeah,
gonna
for
steal
sure.
all the shot from all these dudes trying to get a roster spot.
Yep, absolutely. Uh, oh shoot, I tapped out. But yeah, y'all got a nice little roster. Quentin Grimes is a good defender. Nice little scorer too. So he'll definitely be nice for y'all.
Yeah, I'm pretty much I honestly I think the Knicks had a really good draft. I think people kind of slept a little bit on that draft. I mean,
Including myself.
can't forget, don't forget, we got the real Luca in the summer league. Just so
Don't
you know.
start. Don't start.
Um, but you know, I think the Knicks had a really good draft. I mean, I think they filled pretty much all the needs that like pretty much they needed. They got a playmaker, they got a shooter, they got a defender, um, and they got a center that fits uh, coach coach style of play. So I think we had a really good draft, and we got still picks for next year. So I think we had a really good draft. I think it's slept on.
Nah, I think our draft was probably one of the best. We
Well, I
got Green.
mean,
We got the summer league. Well, not summer league, but the high school AAU duo in Green and Christopher, and we got Matthew Hurt, and then we got another forward and pretty much a stretch big. We got rid of Kelly Olynyk because we know we're gonna have he ain't gonna be able to keep up with this tempo. A young core like what we got right now,
mhm.
man, we about to take the league by storm, bro. I think next year is gonna be our year for sure.
I don't think. mm,
What?
I think you guys. I
Can't
don't
wait till
think.
we play the Knicks next year. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I don't think. Well, what do you mean you're gonna take the league by storm? Like,
We gonna win a lot. We gonna win more games than we did last year.
100%.
That's what I
Oh,
bet.
okay, okay. Oh, yeah, 100. I'm thinking you saying like you about to be
We're
the
gonna run
fourth
through the
seed or
Lakers.
third
We're
seed.
gonna run through the Knicks. We're gonna beat the Suns. We probably gonna lose to the Bucks still, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Out of all
we
the
gonna
teams,
beat a
all
few
right,
teams.
wow. Out of all those teams, you say the Bucks, huh?
Yeah, we gonna lose to the Bucks, of course. We ain't got no Giannis
Nah.
stopper. I mean, we got a person that can get Giannis buckets, but we ain't got nobody that can stop him. I think John Wall will shoot us out of that game.
All right.
Yeah, so hey
No,
man.
but I think the Rockets gonna be I would definitely you're gonna win more games than you did last year.
Oh man, I had to
Yeah,
go to one of them games too, man.
that's
You know
for a
I'm about to
fact.
be fully vaccinated and everything.
Yeah, now you good to go, man.
Yeah. Lonzo and Caruso back together in Chicago. Chicago got a decent roster, man. Definitely got a decent roster. They're just talking about looking to see what's trending. AW and CM Punk is trending.
Think he's gonna go to AEW. I don't think he's
In,
gonna leave UFC.
in Chicago, he got called out. Hey man, he might. They getting
Hmm.
everybody else. The rumors have it that Daniel Bryan about to go over there too.
Uh, let's-
Why is Danny Green trending on Twitter? What is going on here?
DeMar
The
DeRozan and
Lakers.
Knicks have
Oh my
mutual
god.
interests. I really don't want
You don't want
DeMar
DeMarcus Cousins?
DeRozan. I mean DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, about to say what?
I don't want DeMar DeRozan. Let him go sign in the Lakers if he wants. I don't really don't want him.
Oh, the Lakers thinking about bringing back Danny Green. That's why. The Rockets just signed Daniel Theis for 4 years and $36 million.
Who?
Daniel Theis, the center that used to play for Boston,
How much he got?
4 years, 36 mil.
I mean, should get
That's just
4 year, $9 million.
hey, what I just said about the Rockets, you can go ahead and erase it.
Oh, I just realized it's the Rockets that signed.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what? Why would we go get Daniel? Oh my god. I mean, he is a shooter now, which is shocking, but he ain't gonna fit that scheme, man.
Four
Our
year,
scheme was
36.
solidified around giving the young guys the ball and let them hoop. Because we got a coach that's, he's a coach, but he's a player's coach. He's gonna let them do their thing. He's gonna let them rock out. Daniel Theis, I feel like he's gonna mess it up.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Portland just got them a big man 1 year deal. Portland Trailblazers just signed Cody Zeller.
Okay, that's all right. That's a good
Yeah.
backup.
Big nose. That's what we call
That's a
him.
good backup.
Nose shaped like a pickle.
All right, yeah, that's a good. Let's see what else is going on.
Yeah, just refreshing.
Mm-mm-mm.
If you guys are still in the chat, like I said, appreciate the raid earlier, the gifted subs. If you're still appreciate the follows while I was off stream on both on Green Gang Live and my stream. Appreciate both follows off stream. If you're here, what move surprised you guys, or if you're watching it post live stream, what move surprised you the most? Like I said, the move that probably surprised me was the Lonzo deal. It got it done.
It said Mavs to re-sign Tim Hardaway on a 4 year deal.
Yeah, they resigned him earlier. Wasn't shocked. I actually laughed. You didn't see me
Yeah, I
laughing on
was.
Twitter?
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Oh, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Then they brought back Boban that don't play. I thought that was kind of wicked. But hey, man, we could end this right here. We could be back Wednesday to talk about the live stream, talk about the moves that happened off camera. We can definitely do this again on Wednesday if you are
Yes,
available.
yes, sir. Yeah, I mean it's kind of tough now. Starting a new job. Well, started a new job already, and in my start my second week. So kind of like doing like the whole training stuff. So it's
Yeah, I hate
now,
that.
yeah. And what sucks is like I have like the schedule now, but it's just like the training schedule, and then I gotta see what my work schedule is gonna be like. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. And then going to the gym now later instead of going in the morning is like it should just. I'm just like all over the place right now.
But yeah, but for me personally, my work schedule is going back to normal. Shockingly, I think
So that's good.
the long shifts of torture are over. The 9 to 7s. So now I just work 7 a.m. But the schedule I usually would like is the 5:30 to 5:30 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah,
So because I
that's
get a lot done, but now I have to work
yeah,
7 to 2:30, which is not bad. But
yeah. I don't know. I gotta see. I think I might end up having maybe a couple days overnight again. So I mean, which the overnight I really don't mind because it kind of just helps me do whatever I gotta do, and definitely might. I don't know. I just gotta see what's gonna happen and what's going on. But we're working around it.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
we definitely put, like I said, we turn the podcast on at the right time because we got all this news and stuff to talk about. So
Yeah,
definitely, they were definitely gonna see us more when football season start. I mean, that's for sure. So and we almost there, man. We almost there.
absolutely. Right around the corner, man. We almost there.
Yeah,
Uh, Definitely
I'm
gonna
not.
have some pick'em podcast
Oh
episodes.
yeah. I mean, we listen. What we gotta do is we gotta see who's gonna have the best record in the pick'ems from the start of the season to the end.
Hmm
So we
Put some stipulations on the line or something.
let's see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, for
Hold
sure.
on, real quick. Just 1 second. All right, but yeah. So I mean, yeah, we definitely can't wait for that, man.
Yeah, definitely can't. But like I said, we're about to get up out of here, man. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is Dime Nescoquito.
Yes,
Feel
sir.
free to check us out on all our platforms. We're mostly active on Twitter and things of that nature. But like I said, this has been a good episode. Once again, appreciate the 10 gifted subs. Appreciated the raid.
Yes, sir.
Much love to all of you guys. You guys stay safe, and we out.
Sir, later.